Hey, what's going on? Once again, I am Travis.
And I'm Ron.
And this is Two Guys
in a Grill.
Two Guys in One Grill.
Two
Guys, One Grill.
Two Guys, One Grill, yes. Okay.
Anyway.
This week, I'm going to make a coffee-crusted tri-tip. And Travis is going to make his version of jalapeno poppers, which I could eat just like they are.
Yeah, these aren't like the mushrooms we made last time, so you'd actually have to cook these first.
Okay, so what I did a few nights ago was I bought a tri-tip from my good friend Colt at Grant Street Grocery. Washed it up, trimmed a little more of the fat off. I like to pack it in kosher salt. Sea salt would work just fine. Stick it in the fridge for a couple of days because you really need to give that salt a chance to break the meat down. Take it out, rinse it completely, rub all the salt off it, and then I put garlic salt on it and a little garlic powder.
So you don't tenderize it at all, aside from the salt?
No, you don't beat up the meat, no. And it's been sitting in the fridge like this for a couple of days, and from this point, all we're going to do is just pack it in some espresso ground coffee.
And what's the purpose of doing this? This isn't for flavor, is it?
No, it's you know, it's going to have a hint of coffee flavor, but it protects the meat because we're going to put it on a 600-degree griddle that's on the barbecue. Just be real generous with this.
And how much coffee did you get? Just bought a little bag for it?
Yeah, and actually I just put too much on there because you're going to waste a lot, but you get by with a quarter pound for a big one of these pretty easily. Okay. And that's it, and it's ready to go on the grill.
And then we're going to cook it for how long?
Till it's done.
Till it's done. That's how it works. Don't worry about, 45 minutes at 350 degrees, right?
Now we're going to pull it off about 125.
Okay.
Which won't take too long in that griddle.
Yeah, I think we've got it preheated for like an hour now.
Yeah.
All right, so that's going to be our main dish, and as you know, every week one of us will also do a side dish. So this week I'm doing jalapeno poppers, and they're very simple, very easy, and relatively cheap. You know, I think the most expensive thing is the bacon, which again, thanks to Colt over there at Grant State Groceries, they got excellent meat over there. So what we're going to do is we're going to clean out all the stuff. As you can tell, there's a lot of seeds and stuff in there.
Hot.
Very hot. Now listen, if you're one of those that orders different salsas from around the world or hot sauces, maybe you'll want to keep these in. But for the average person, take the seeds out. And as you can see, all I did is I cut one in half, ripped all the seeds out right there, and I'm just going to run it underneath some water real quick, make sure all the seeds get off.
I noticed you're wearing gloves. I know a while back you cut yourself.
Gotta bring that. Gotta bring stuff now? What the heck?
Why are you wearing gloves today?
I'm wearing gloves because anybody who's ever worked with jalapenos or anything spicy, any kind of peppers or stuff like that, you know, for one, it gets in your hands and everything else, but it's very easy to scratch your nose or scratch your eye, and then all of a sudden, you're hosed. I mean, I know a lovely young lady who at one point scratched her eye with a contact in, and it was about 3-4 days before she quit whining. So, and that lady just happens to be my roommate. Okay, so I had to hear about it for 3-4 days. So wear the gloves, wash it off, and you'll be good to go. Now, for this recipe right here, this will make 24. We bought 12 jalapeno poppers. We got about 2 pounds of bacon. Is that about right? And then we also got a lot of cream cheese. Normally two packets of cream cheese, and this ended up being, what did this say?
It's probably
it's about 24 ounces of cream cheese, and I used about 16 ounces of cream cheese. It'll be good to go. So you're just going to take this, and we didn't freeze, or we didn't let this warm up to room temperature or nothing like that, which is fine. This is actually molding very, very well. So as you can see, I got the cream cheese in there. Again, no set amount. Put as much as you like in there. Then we're just going to wrap bacon around it. And this is thin cut bacon, so it's going to cook a little bit quicker than normal. But that's fine by me, you know, because it's wrapping around twice.
It's easier to work with.
It really is. And now there you go. We got 24 jalapeno poppers. Most people would sit there and put toothpicks in them. I left the toothpicks at home, so this will work fine, right?
Improvise.
That's what your own cooking's for. I mean, just whatever you got, you find and make it work.
It works.
All right, so we're going to throw these on the grill, and these are just going to sit there while that thing's cooking, again, until it's done. Right, you ready to go throw these on the grill?
Here we are again. We've got everything on the grill. You want to take a look at this. Jalapeno poppers all over, and our coffee-crusted tri-tip. We're just going to let that cook for a little while. We've got a thermometer inside the tri-tip. We're going to take it off about 125 and wrap it in foil, but in the meantime, we'll flip it when it gets to about 100 degrees.
And now what's the purpose of flipping it there at 100 degrees?
So it sears on the other side also.
But you wouldn't do it like halfway through the process?
I don't know, but it just sounded good to me.
And that's, yeah, see, again, it's not an exact science. And of course, it's always important having yourself a nice adult beverage. If you notice, it's not whiskey this time because I think we learned our lesson the last time.
He didn't leave any for me.
Every time. I got here and there was like a little kid. I had to tell his wife that I drank it. That's how bad he is.
Okay, thanks. We'll be back in a couple minutes. And we'll show you what the end product looks like.
His wife's sitting over there.
We're back in the kitchen. Pulled our tri-tip off the grill. We'll see what it looks like here. We let it rest for a little while. And looking pretty good.
Now we let it sit in tin foil for about 15-20 minutes, and what's the purpose behind that?
Well, the meat's got to rest. That kind of keeps the juices inside, and it's what the recipe said. So, well, let's hope this looks pretty good on the inside. So we'll just give it a good cut. Oh yeah,
that is cooked perfectly.
If you like it medium or medium rare, this is the deal.
I don't know how long we got to show that, but yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah. And Travis, what about the jalapeno poppers? Those look pretty good.
Oh man, and I tell you, I've been munching on them. We started with 24, and I don't know how many we got left, but it's not 24.
Don't let him kid you. We started with 30, and there's like 18.
Whatever. Yeah, and these are, as you can tell, we got we got a little burn on the bottom, which with bacon, that's not bad at all.
No, bacon's good, burnt or raw.
Yeah, and up right. And up top, we got a nice little, it's squishy, whatever, but it's very, very good. And again, I've been munching on these since we brought them in. He keeps yelling at me, "Don't eat them all!"
12 of them. Is that 12?
Your stories, you're like a fisherman, aren't you?
Yeah.
So anyway, and these are fantastic, and they really do go with anything, and more of an appetizer, but they also go well as a side dish. You mix in some salad, something like that, some sort of starch, as you like. And you got yourself a pretty decent meal. And again, pretty cheap when it comes down to it. It's not that pricey by any way, shape, or form.
Exactly.
So there we go. Are we going to try that? We got to try it.
Yeah, we got to try it.
I tell you, we were over there smelling the coffee and the juices. And it smells so good on the grill. And it kept slapping my hands. So.
Yeah. Probably a little more.
Oh.
That's pretty good.
It's so juicy.
Oh.
I'm going to start coming to your house for dinner.
Yeah. That's good, because that evens out, because I've been going to your house.
Right. So there you go. We got tri-tip. You haven't tried a popper yet, have you?
No.
Well, you take your own, because there's a couple different.
Well, you've touched them all.
I have touched them all. I've cleaned them all. And I got no problem eating another one.
Nice job. Another meal.
Another great meal. Tri-tips.
Jalapeno poppers.
Swallowed it wrong there. And again, relatively cheap all the way around.
I hate it when that happens.
When this will feed a family, tonight we're feeding about
6 people?
Yeah, 6 people.
Yeah.
And for relatively cheap. And a big thank you to Grant Street Groceries. Colt and the crew over there really hooked us up with everything here. So.
Great steaks, great meat over there.
And, I strongly suggest that if you have a local butcher or anybody like that, go hit them up first before you go hit the name brand stores. Not that there's anything wrong with the name brand stores, but the local butchers, you're helping your local economy. Plus, a lot of times you get exactly what you want. They'll cut however you want it. So, well worth it. Like us right down there, right? Make sure you subscribe to our channel. No, it's over there. It's over there. Subscribe. Push the subscribe button. We'll do more of these as we go up. I think next week we're going to do steak sandwiches, and then we'll figure out the rest.
Something else.
Yeah. So watch us next week, and thanks a lot.
Thanks.
Some good stuff.
Yeah.